All right, y'all. So now we're gonna do all right, so now y'all, we're gonna do the end cab. Now outside, I really didn't go through all the verbiage because I want y'all to learn the parts. With the end cab, I'm gonna go word for word, just like the paper, because you must pass the end cab exactly like the paper. Now, the outside, y'all had to do is add the verbiage, and y'all got that. I just really want y'all to know what the parts are. So, no matter what, first thing I'm doing, let me get my seat belt, pop that on. All right. Now, end cab inspection. My safety belt is secure, not cut, frayed, broken, and latches properly. I fasten it. I'm gonna talk about my foot pedals next. My foot pedals are properly grooved, free of grease, oil, and debris and obstructions. My clutch, which is the third pedal, all right, must have 1 to 2 inches of free play and travels to the floor with no obstructions. All right, now, my steering wheel is secured right here. Steering wheel secured to the column, not cut, cracked, bent, or broken. No more than 2 inches or 10 degrees of free play. My horns, city and air horn, work properly. City horn, air horn. My dashboard, clean and free of debris. All right. My windshield, secure, clean, no illegal stickers, not cracked or broken. My windshield seal, which is the rubber seal around it, secure, not cracked, broken, or leaking. My mirrors, these are my mirrors, passenger and driver. Secure, clean, not cracked or broken, and adjusted for me. My gear shifter right here, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, and my range selector, which is right here, works properly. Make sure y'all hear it in the floor. Don't listen to the air. You need to hear it in the floor. That. Hear it down there under? You need to hear it in the floor. That's when you know it's working, when you hear it clicking down in here. All right. Now, all right. Mr. Examiner, I will now, hold up. I will now perform a safe start. I had to build my app, y'all. All right, I will now perform a safe start. My vehicle is in neutral. Parking and trailer. Parking brakes engaged. Knobs out. When the ABS light comes on, dash and trailer, and my glow plug and yellow check engine light all come on and go out, it is safe to start my vehicle. So I'm going to turn my key to the on position, but I'm not going to start it. So look, let me put this down so they can see it. All right, so look, I check my gear shifter is in neutral. Make sure y'all can shake it like this. If it don't move a lot and only move like that, it's not in neutral. You want to be able to shake it like that and make sure it's in neutral. All right, so now look, I'm going to turn my key to the on position but not cut it on. That's your glow plug light right there. This, it look like a pigtail right here. That's your glow plug right there. Look like a little pigtail or something. I'm going to do it one more time. That's your glow plug light right there. All right, and next, you got your engine light, all right, and your ABS light right there. ABS to the right, engine light in the middle, in the center, and glow plug light is going to be all the way to the far left right here. That's your glow plug light, all right? Now, all right, now, it says start engine next. Now, all right, after I heard the little sneeze, all right, now I'm going to start my engine. All right, examiner, I'm going to start my engine and I'm going to check my gauges and light indicators. So y'all going to take y'all left foot, push the third pedal, push the clutch all the way down, all the way down. All right, turn the key to the all the way on position to the right. Take your foot off the clutch, which is the third pedal, put it back on the floor. All right, Mr. Examiner or Miss Examiner, my oil pressure, this your oil pressure gauge right here with the little genie cup right there. See that little genie cup? That's your oil pressure gauge right there. All right, you're gonna stay to the examiner. My oil pressure rises within 3 to 5 seconds. If it does not, shut down. is rising to normal operation range. This is my oil pressure gauge right here with the little genie cup right there. All right, and it's rising to normal operating range. Next, all right, y'all gonna say, Mr. Examiner or Miss Examiner, my water temperature rises to normal operation range below 200 right here, below 200. This y'all right here. With the waves right here in the F for Fahrenheit, that's y'all water temperature gauge. Next, my air gauges, primary and secondary gauges rises to 100, 125 PSI until governor cuts out. Primary with 1 at, secondary with 2 at. 100 to 125 or until governor cuts out. All right. Next, Mr. or Mrs. Examiner, my voltmeter, all right, is charging properly at 12 to 14 volts right here. 12 to 14 volts right here. It's digital for this one right here. All right. Next, my DEF gauge works properly, and I have a half a tank. This, it says DEF right there. DEF. I have a half a tank. All right. Now, Mr. or Mrs. Examiner, I'm going to inspect my heat and my defroster blowers. Look, cut it on, man. Look, you can check both of them by cutting it right here to the one right before the last one. Come out the vents, the floor, and at the top defrost where the dash is at. You just take your right hand, rub it over like this, fill it out, and take it under, dash, hand right here, you feel it, you're good to go. All right. Next, Mr. Mrs. Examiner, I'm going to check my wiper arm secure, not cracked, bent, or broken in there, working properly. This is your left switch right here. You're going to make sure they working properly. Check your wipers. All right. Next, I'm going to check, your wiper blades, which are the rubber blades. Next, you're going to check your washer fluid. So y'all going to take y'all left hand and push in the same button, push it in, and that was your fluid right there. It's working properly. All right. Next, y'all going to check y'all left and right turn indicator lights and make sure they're working. Same switch. Left indicator working properly, right indicator working properly. All right. Now I'm gonna check my four ways where the triangle at right here, indicator, make sure it's working properly. Look, it's working properly. All right. Next, Mr. Examiner, I would like to do my brake check. I'm gonna start with my air pressure between 100 and 125 PSI. Remember, these are primary, secondary air gauges. You need to start between 100 and 125 PSI. All right, cut all that off. All right. Now, I'm gonna push in my clutch. I'm gonna place my gear shifter in low gear. Look, third pedal, push it in. Take your gear shifter all the way to the left wall and back. All the way to the left wall and back. All right. Now, push in red knob, which is your trailer knob. And Mr. Examiner, I am testing my tractor parking brake. Slowly release the clutch until you feel a tug. Clutch in, return the shifter, then to neutral. Look, slowly release it. Tug. Clutch back in, back to neutral, pop your brake. Do the same thing for the parking. It says it. Push in clutch. All right, I'm gonna inspect my trailer now. Pushing my clutch, put it in low gear all the way to the left and back. Pushing my parking, checking my trailer. Pull that tug. All right, done. Put it back to neutral. Shake it. Brake. Pull the parking brake. Put my foot on the floor. Now, I'm going to, Mr. Examiner, I'm going to verbally, for this part, I'm going to verbally explain my tractor and trailer service brake. Describe only, do not demonstrate. I will place the vehicle in low gear. Disengage both brakes. I will slowly release the clutch at 3 to 5 miles per hour. I will press the service pedal. The unit should not pull in either direction. If the unit pulls in either direction, the service brakes need to be serviced. I will then engage the air brakes. All right, now, the most important test, my air brake test. I'm gonna state to the examiner, I will begin with air pressure between 100 and 125 psi. Clutch in, place shifter in gear. Clutch in, and make sure y'all wheels are chopped too at the beginning. For all of this, make sure y'all wheels chopped. All right, clutch in, all the way to the left, back for my low gear. With clutch still disengaged and hand on key, turn off engine. When engine stops, turn key to on position, electrical position. Place both feet on the flat floor. Push in both tractor and trailer brakes, right? Look, tractor, trailer brakes. And after initial air loss, so you're gonna wait for your air pressure to stabilize for 15 seconds or until you don't hear hissing no more. You're gonna tell the examiner, I will apply the foot brake. I should not lose more than 4 psi in 1 minute in this combination unit starting now. Immediately apply your foot, right? And also ask the examiner to time you, or can you time yourself? 60 seconds, that's 1 minute. All right, so I'm gonna apply my foot to my service brake. Don't stomp it, because you got 2 more parts that you need air for. So don't stomp it. All right, go. And I should not lose more than 4 psi. You want to state in 60 seconds in this combination vehicle. Don't stomp the brake. Just lightly put your foot on there. All right, 1 minute. Mr. or Mrs. Examiner, I did not lose more than 4 psi in this combination vehicle in 60 seconds or 1 minute. Mr. Examiner, I will begin fanning my brakes down, and at 60 psi, all right, my low air pressure warning lights and buzzers will alarm. So I'm gonna fan down, look. 60 psi. I'm waiting for my 2 red lights up here to come on. 1 already came on, so I'm waiting for this one to come on. See all 3 of these lights, 1, 2, and 3. These 2 red lights and that light. That's my dash warning lights and buzzers at 60 psi. Now, Mrs. Examiner, I will continue fanning until the air pressure falls to 40 to 20 psi, where the parking and emergency brake notes will pop out. Don't touch the valves. The whole time you're doing the brake test, don't touch the valves. That's a fail. Now I'm gonna fan it down this third time until 40 to 20 psi until my valves pop out. Now look, only one popped out, look. So you gotta be careful. Now the second one popped out. So keep fanning and to make sure they both come out. Even if you gotta fan it all the way down to 0, do it just to protect yourself and to make sure you pass. All right. Now, Mr. Examiner, I would like to do an air recovery. I will rebuild the air that I've lost. All right. I'm going to do a safe start, right? 3rd pedal down. Make sure I'm in neutral. Go back to neutral. Because you don't want to have it in gear and start it up and it jerk. They could fail y'all. Don't do that. Make sure you put this gear shifter back in neutral before you do a safe start again to build your air pressure up. Clutch in, neutral, safe start. Mr. Examiner, I'm going to perform a safe start to build my rebuild my air pressure that I lost. Mr. Examiner, or Miss Examiner, I'm going to press my accelerator no higher than 1500 RPM to speed up my air pressure recovery. And 15, with a 15, that's y'all 1500 right there. Right here, this say RPM. 1500, right there, RPM. All right, now I'm going to build it up, 1500. All right, RPM. I'm going to build my air pressure up until I get to around about 125 PSI, or until my governor cuts out around 125 PSI. So hold it at 1500 RPM, and now we're going to wait for our primary and secondary air pressure gauge to get up to 125 PSI, or until our governor cut out. Right now, it's still at 50, so we're holding it at 1500 RPM to build it back up to 125 PSI, or until we hear the sneeze, that sound, and that's the governor cut out. Y'all, now this video is a little long because I'm going over it and reading it and stuff, but it should only take y'all a total of 30 minutes total to do the in-cab and outside. This stuff in here only takes 7 to 10 minutes. Outside, because y'all don't have to do the rear of the trailer, break-in and all of that, and they took a lot of stuff out. It should only take y'all no more than 30 minutes total to do this whole pre-trip. That's 20 minutes outside, 7 to 10 minutes inside. Y'all should have 15 minutes left to go back in case y'all forget anything, like your fifth wheel, your belt-driven water pump, your belt-driven alternator, your gear-driven air compressor, your gear-driven power steering pump. If y'all forget that stuff, which are major points, all right, so that was my sneeze. Y'all want time to go back and get it. So look, now, at 125 PSI onto the governor cutout. Y'all heard the sneeze? All right, I'm done. I'm gonna tell an example. This concludes my in-cab and air brake test. I will now check my lights. So y'all get out and check y'all lights, just like your car. You get out, you cut your left, all your left lights on. You cut your full ways on. You cut all your right lights on. You cut your right blink on, you cut your left blink on. You cut your high beams on. You at the end, you ask the examiner to stand in the rear of the trailer to the side and give you thumbs up, looking in your flat mirror and your convex mirror if your brake trailer lights work. All right, make sure y'all ask, can you check the rear brake lights? Give me a thumbs up. I'll see you in my mirror. Thumbs up when I hit these brakes. All right, it's not a hard test. Take y'all time and study. Repetition is everything. You gotta study. Now I gave y'all all the parts to the outside. We did the in-cab. Again, it should take 7 to 10 minutes to do the in-cab correctly without rushing. It should take 20 minutes outside. Total of 30 minutes to do the whole pre-trip, with 15 minutes left to go back and check out anything that y'all forgot. You must pass the in-cab and definitely the air leak down test in order to pass the pre-trip. It don't matter what you do outside. You gotta be able to let them know that y'all can control the vehicle from in this cab and in this seat. That's the way to complete the CDL skill and in-cab test. It's the only way to get to the skill test. You gotta let them know you can control this vehicle. If something go wrong with the airlines, but you know what to do and you understand what the tractor trailer is doing. All right, so that's it. I'm out. So everybody, good luck. I'm instructor Rico. Good luck. Wish everybody well and good luck on their endeavors with their CDLs.